won the last first attempt. So far, we had Nick's defeat Happy Pal 10-9. It was Leonardo losing to... It was Raphael beating Leonardo. And then we just had Buffalo against B-Dog. Buffalo was able to beat B-Dog's Donatello with his Michelangelo.
So
everyone's feeling the turtle power. Look at these player cards.
This is going to be our final first attempt of the night. I want to say shout outs to 340 of you guys currently tuning into the stream. Hopefully you've had a good night, and hopefully you're going to enjoy our final first attempt. CrazyFingers and HeeyGeorge. They're going to have a run back. They're going to be playing once again, but this time it's going to be Leonardo for Fingers. And HeeyGeorge has been, even though they're brand new, he's been showing his fair share of Michelangelo swag, and seeing as Buffalo just gave us a really good display of Michelangelo, I'd be interested to see how these guys contrast against each other.
Now, what I think this is going to be a nice kind of demonstration is, by now we've seen what the four turtles can do, at least from one player's perspective. This is going to be a nice way of seeing what other styles of the same turtles people can play. You know, because HeeyGeorge and Buffalo are very, very different players. But if they're using the same character, who is a sub-version of a, you know, effectively one overall character, I'm really interested to see how that can change. And the same thing is said about CrazyFingers and Happy Pal. You know?
So I've already seen a couple of things here. We saw that launch come through for HeeyGeorge. We didn't see that huge amount from Buffalo. We also saw a couple of gaps being interrupted right here. So I'll be interested to see if these gaps get interrupted more as it goes. CrazyFingers tries to combo off the Raphael, but can't quite get it. That said, he's going to get the flurry into decent damage and just a raw wake-up jump. Fair enough. There we go.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Confirming into the flurry. Michelangelo version.
Oh!
Whiff down 2 into meet them back 3. CrazyFingers.
These
Not
guys
pulling out any stops.
These guys just spent a lot of bar.
Wow, nice anti-air. That was really smart.
No, it's
full screen.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think we're probably about to say the same thing. It's weird that Michelangelo from full screen, he's going to have the threat of at least the skateboard to keep Leonardo in check. But at the end of the day, Leo is going to have more variety from full screen. Unfortunately, George drops his combo, but here comes the pressure.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think from full screen, Leonardo is going to really go for, you know, it's going to be Raph or it's going to be Michelangelo. They've both got their set ranges, whereas George, he can go on the skateboard, he can, you know, go really close with the overhead, the low, he can kick the skateboard. I think, at least on face value, it does seem like George should have a few more options at least.
I suppose so. I would personally assume that, like, for this kind of reason, if Leonardo has got all of his traits ready, then I would say he has the advantage, but he's going to have that thing of some pretty substantial cooldowns on the individual turtles. But I think he's managing them really well. Oh, he blows through the breakdance. Okay.
And there's that flurry ender again. Oh, preemptive Donatello. I wonder if that was an input error.
It may have been an attempt to catch a button press, because you can almost use him like a poke, because he doesn't take damage, right?
No, that's true.
Ooh. Wow. He's out of there. Still anyone's game for sure.
Oh, and yeah, Michelangelo.
Right, he's got all the turtles. All of the turtles back at the same time.
Oh, big jump in. Good block on the mic.
The pushback.
Oh! Wow, that was such a good whip punish from HeeyGeorge. So many turtles on screen at once again. Oh my lord.
There we go.
Oh, how is he going to eat pizza with the microphone?
Ugh. Normally you got to move your microphone up a little bit when you go eat.
Yeah, but Mike, you won't do that.
Oh.
There's no way he's going to do that.
Oh, he's going to get a greasy microphone then.
Oh dear.
Got him.
Wait a minute, what is that? Wait, they could put different shaders on them.
Yeah, you can put shaders on them as well.
I've seen none of their shaders yet.
They just turn different shades of like grey and green. They look cool, but they're not like, they're not as varied as they are on other characters. But I mean, they're the turtles, right? You can only really do so much without making them just look... I'm assuming it's still important that you need to be able to decipher what turtle is what. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you can make someone like bright blue when you're playing as Raphael, that's just going to confuse people.
No, that's true.
Part of me thinks that might be the same reason you've never seen some of the ninjas in Mortal Kombat X. I know Mortal Kombat X was the first game where they specifically let you change colours quite drastically for quite a while. You know, I know you could do it in like MK3, they would do it as well, but you know, Yellow Kenshi took a while.
That was such a nice setup from George.
Good God. Oh, and he's disrespecting a wake up. I wonder what the counters are for. Oh no, he didn't commit. Barrels of fun.
That's going to be missing. Quite an even match here. That jump in didn't quite get a contact.
What?
Yep, there it is. That wake up, that Kano ball.
But he went through him, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Uh-oh, they collide. Oh no.
Interesting freeze frame.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh no, George left.
SpaghettiOs.
That's George has disconnected, unfortunately. We'll try and get them back in.
We've still got Crazy Fingers. Do you want to try and invite him back in real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Let us wait. Back to business. Back to business.
How do I do that again?
You can invite.
Is it L2? I haven't got my glasses on. Okay, it says
yeah, L2.
I wasn't sure if it said L2 or R2.
Yeah, we'll try and get George back in. The nature of online gaming. To be fair, George is from South America, right? So.
Yes, it's Latin America versus wherever CrazyFingers is from in America. I can't remember exactly where. Am I too far away from the... Can you guys hear me okay? Am I too far away from the microphone?
Let me check the levels.
I just realised I am sitting quite far away from it.
Oh, sorry, excuse me, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning. I've not been sleeping much lately. I need to sleep more.
You idiot.
Waiting on the trade, you stupid.
Oh, don't say that. That's not a quote you can say on this stream.
I can say you idiot, which is the end of the quote. Right, we're gonna have to wait. See what's up with Mr. George.
I've already refunded Dynasty Warriors, by the way, guys.
I know.
I've already refunded it.
This guy was so excited for Dynasty Warriors, and he was so let down. He was so disappointed.
I'm still crying on the inside. Do you want me to get you a cup for the carbonated beverage?
Oh, yes, please.
So I'm going to get some juice. Here you go.
You're going to get some juice. Thank you very much. Well, guys, we're going to wait for a second.
Was there a bottle of Frank's on the floor?
A bottle of Frank's hot sauce, because I had dinner.
A non-brand hot sauce. A bottle of non-brand hot sauce.
Why are you so scared of saying the brand name? We're not sponsored by anybody.
I know, but, you know, I don't want to crack that legal whip.
You're gonna crank the legal whip for saying Frank's hot sauce instead of hot condiment. No, condiment of the spicy variety. All right, we got George back. Here we go. So I guess we'll just run it back. Rematch. Can I ask why refund? Mustard just didn't. The game was just really, really disappointing for him.
Michelangelo.
he said something not so kind in the distance. I don't know if you guys heard that. Oh, look at that Leonardo. That looks sick. So yeah, it's wait, Crazy versus HeeyGeorge, but with the wrong side now. So it's going to be 0. And then 1.
Begin.
Here you go.
Not.
Okay, we're back. Is George okay? I'm assuming we just...
Yeah, we're back to business. Where is my bottle of Coca-Cola's fizzy drink? Oh wait, no! I don't need it. I've got this.
Oh, you did. It was right there the whole time!
Sorry. This is completely unrelated to the match that we're seeing. There are some really odd situations here where, like, you sort of switch over. They switch these sides and they do these, like I said, unintentional corpse hops. Super common with the turtles, I think.
That was Mossback slow, dude.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, Anthony Raphael was so sick.
It looks like they both have... I mean, to be fair, it looks like universally all the turtles have really good sort of like standing normals that are good for anti-air. Perhaps aside from Raph. I don't think he quite has the vertical coverage.
They cover a lot of ground though, at least.
Yeah, indeed. There's the flurry again coming through. It's crazy how much bar Leonardo has most of the time. Oh, good trade.
Very good.
It looks like the skateboard cools down a little bit quicker than Raphael's side toss.
Oh, he tried to meet Ben back 3 through the gap, but Michelangelo actually recovered in time, so doesn't look like a guaranteed answer to that pressure. There's a back 3 launch and clash. I respect the clash. Quite even at the moment.
I'm not tempted.
Oh man, I love the facial animations on the turtles. It looks so
really
good.
good.
So good.
Oh wow, that's
the trade.
actually a great trade for HeeyGeorge.
What is going on? Just turtles everywhere.
That's the biggest thing about Leonardo is looking at how long it takes Donatello to cool down in comparison to the others. So if you trade Donatello with anything, that's probably going to be in your favor because you don't have to worry about him for quite a while.
Woo! Gotta watch out. CrazyFingers is meter burn back 3 health of death now. Yep, it should be dead.
Nice combo, back 3. Good air tech to survive.
Yeah, really smart air tech. That was gonna be a cool combo from
Doesn't
George
have
as well.
bar to make it safe, and that's gonna be an easy kill.
Yeah, it's like minus 20,000 if you block it without meter burn.
Now, I want to ask our American viewers, right? I've got some magic here, right? And I want to see. Do you have cordial? Do you have juice cordial in America? Because every time Foxy goes to America,
Oh yeah, this is what Foxy
never
drinks.
find it. So this is what Foxy
People always ask, what does a Foxy grandpa drink? What is the juice that he takes with him?
okay, so right, cordial,
Leonardo.
bottled water.
Bottled water.
So what you do
It's like
a bottle of water. That is.
It's a bottle of. It's like a real fruit concentrate. It's a fruit
And
concentrate.
you pour it. So in my water, I pour this cordial in the water. About 1/10 dilute maybe, and then hold this. Don't worry, we'll get back to the matter at hand soon. And then you give it a shake, mix it up, and now I have orange juice in a bottle. I have orange juice to drink immediately. How crazy is that? How fascinating.
By the way, this is looking like a well better game.
Yeah, this is
for
great.
Crazy
Crazy fingers. I guess this what happens when Leonardo gets a good lead, right?
What about Leonardo?
That's really smart.
Just buy orange juice. No, but the cordial goes a lot further.
Yeah.
And it also tastes a lot different to orange juice.
It's also way healthier.
Yeah, cordial is, as far as I'm aware, it's actually less sugary, and because you use water, it's really actually quenches thirst quite significantly. Whereas OJ doesn't quite do the job that water does, if that makes sense.
Oh, there we go. Keeps it safe with Raph. Still meter burn back 3. I like that choice from Crazy Fingers.
But yeah, that's the secret. That's what Foxy drinks at every tournament. He takes multiple bottles of cordial with him for every tournament. He'll go through like 2 bottles over a weekend. Oh, good stuff. These are some good games. Bye.
Good block and breakdowns. I'm assuming it's punishable.
Yeah, there's the air tech. I love these guys' use of teching already. Like, they're already knowledgeable of where they have the tech.
Oh wow, wake up shell drop.
I think Michael Bay turtles, I don't think they need to exist in the sense that you can already, the gear system already lets you make the turtles look pretty, you know, like eccentric, I guess is the word I'll use. Not that that's a bad thing in any way, but you can make them really look a bit more, you can make sure there's a lot more going on in their costumes. Yeah, I don't know. I know that the rumours that Michelangelo wasn't very good, but I don't know if I'm seeing it. I think Michelangelo, of all these turtles, I don't see, at least at first glance, I'm not looking at this turtle and going, yeah, this guy's by far definitely the weakest turtle. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's one of his setups. I like that from Crazy Fingers. George has been showing that off on Twitter. If you go for the skateboard ride, as they're in the corner, you can go for crossover overheads, crossover lows. You can mix it up and go on the same side.
I'm safe because it's minus a million. But he's not got the bar to launch. So Crazy Fingers has got one last chance.
There's the
Oh, disrespects the +1.
That's really nice.
Good
Really
game.
nice.
3 close games, to be honest.
Michelangelo is looking really cool right now.
Also, by the way, guys, I am currently drinking, I think this is really popular in Europe, but I know this
is it?
definitely doesn't exist in America. It's Fanta, but it's actually in a blue bottle. It's Fanta Blue. Now, the blue Fanta, really popular in Europe. We used to get it in Poland all the time. I got this from a Polish...
What does it say on it? What's the word?
Fanta...
Shakata.
Shakata. It's really popular in Poland. When we lived during Pro League, we used to drink it. It's lemon and elderflower. It is
what it is?
amazing. It's so good. It's like super, super good. But I thought I'd just enlighten our American audience with certain European things that you don't get in the States. Blue Fanta. Blue Fanta. It's sick. And cordial.
Cordial.
What does it taste like? Really mild. It's got a really mild lemony flavour, but because elderflower is in there as well, it's like a slightly
Elderflower
floral...
is a very unique flavour.
Yeah, it's like a very, very floral, like, lemon. It's a really nice flavour. Super good with ice. Really good with ice. Man, these games are so close.
Also, pointing out a comment in chat, it looks like George's kind of go-to launcher is the flurry, you know, the flurry version of Michelangelo. I believe that's the one that seems to scale the hardest out of all of his options to launch. So you've got the shell drop, the flurry, skateboard. It looks like the flurry by far scales the most damage, and that really seems to be hurting overall. But it does seem to give him some really useful setup that he's going for.
Tricky stuff. And that is so weird. They're going through each other for the wake-up attack. You know, I talked about how they're having these weird, like, unintentional, like, almost like corpse hop things? He's doing the wake-up right as an advancing string is coming out, and whilst the wake-up is correct and George is pressing a button, the animation is just making it so the wake-up is going through him instead of on him, you know?
There we go, going for the breakdance launch again. God, Michelangelo has so many options of launching you. Oh, spending the 2 bars. Looks plus. Oh, tries to go for the cancel, but literally slashed point blank in the face. Oh, big hits. And a casual Michelangelo just running past.
Look good. You're totally going down.
You're totally going down.
Sound like Alex Jones, though.
You coward. Coward. You coward.
I'm coming.
I hate you. Excuse me.
I know. I want to punch you in the mouth. Coward. Breakdancing. Oh, tried to punish. Missed it this
There is a
time.
realm of the 2nd and the 3rd dimensions, and they're having a battle to take control over the upper dimensions, and we're here in the 4th dimension. Oh man.
What dimension are the turtles on?
They're the 5th dimension.
Definitely.
Brainiac's on the 13th dimension.
Uh-huh.
Turning the friggin' turtles gay.
Oh, oh no.
Good meme, SBO.
That's great.
Good meme. You know, I always thought there's gonna be. I don't even want to sound political, but I always thought InfoWars and Alex Jones was like a real life GTA radio station.
Yeah.
You know those comedy radio stations. I want to just take like GTA 5, take an episode of InfoWars, mod it into the game's radio, and see if someone that doesn't watch InfoWars would know the difference, or know that it wasn't from the game and it's actually a real show.
That would be amazing.
It would be the perfect crime. No.
I feel like we've gone. Oh my! What is wrong with you today?
I just drank some Blue Phantom.
I feel like we've gone horrifically off topic, considering we've had some amazing games.
Hey man, I think we're just enjoying the matches. I'm enjoying the matches. We're soaking in the knowledge. We're chatting to the stream. Good games for now.
I'm in a good mood tonight, guys. I'm happy. I'm happy to be back with Injustice 2. I'm happy to be watching all the Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy to be drinking my cordial, eating pizza.
The Foxy drink. But what I think fundamentally, what's going really well with George for now is his knowledge of how to actually defend against Leo is one of those big things that they have universal defense mechanisms of, even if they have unique launches, you can still sort of go for air techs off the same scenarios. But this is the thing that really...
I love that combo that George is going for. I mean, the problem is it's quite resource heavy. Like, he's using a bar and he's using his trait, and he's not breaking 300 damage. So I'm not really sure if it's worth what he's using in comparison to the stuff that Buffalo was doing, which was getting him a lot more damage for way less investment.
Yeah, for sure. Now I wonder how viable it would be for Mikey to confirm into the shell smash, because the shell smash is seemingly giving a lot of damage. Now, just because Mikey can launch without it, obviously I've not been in training.
When Buffalo was opting to go for using trait and a bar, he was doing it with that, right? He was going for breakdance, he was going into the the skateboard, and he was getting decent damage, but the other versions that George is going for doesn't seem to be quite worth the what he's spending, right, in comparison to what he's getting for it.
I mean, we could be wrong in that maybe Mikey actually can't consistently launch off the shell smash like the rest can, and that's why he has to go for a different launch. Admittedly, I've not labbed Michelangelo at all. Do we know what Foxy chugs between games? Yes, we do. It's cordial. It's this stuff. It's like juice concentrate that you add to water.
Let me bring it up again. It's this.
It's
like
stuff.
a concentrated juice drink. You add it to water to dilute it.
Foxy drinks that at every tournament. That is the drink he drinks. It's good stuff. My favourite was always the summer fruits as a kid.
Strawberry and kiwi, the peach.
Oh, dude, strawberry and kiwi is the best cordial. It's so good.
So the CrazyFingers actually might be able to take his first game at this rate.
It's another close game. Oh, wow. Michelangelo doing the stunts. Landing in front. Mix-ups. Mix-ups. Hang on. I mean, he's going to have... Can he even clash? He's going to take more damage if he clashes.
Okay, so maybe that's what George is going for. He's doing very little damage with the combo to get what seems to be quite a consistent ender for him.
Now that's unfortunate. He clashed right at the end, and now George, loads more life. And that skateboard does really respectable chip. but forcing the clash. This was probably the best chance CrazyFingers was going to get a clash. They have no meter. He's still going to be at neutral, but at least he's not dead. Oh, there's the parry.
Oh, I like it. Oh, missed the button.
Yep, he can't confirm it to flurry because it's unsafe.
Oh no, he misses Donatello. Probably not going to have time to get another Donatello before the game is over.
Michelangelo, he's used all of the turtles, but it is enough time.
Oh, Donnie's
Raph.
back. Oh, but no. Catches him out of the air with a skateboard. I mean, I like George's approach. You know, I mean, to be honest, he's really not getting a lot of damage with combos, but he's getting so much damage from little hits here and there, and it's all adding up to usually quite a stable life lead. And even then, in a game like that, where he finds himself fighting from behind, his composure is really well.
Michelangelo. Leonardo.
George is ending mid-screen combos with 4-2-3. Sorry, 4-2-1-3 for setups. Yeah, for sure. I'm not really familiar with the annotations, so it's kind of hard to say.
No,
what string,
it's why we're kind of avoiding using
annotations.
You know, annotations for their attacks and specials and stuff because we don't actually know what they are off by heart.
I've only just got my head around anime annotations. I don't want to learn the turtles yet. Not just yet. Are we planning to stream the MK9 TE when it's out? I very well could. I've not put a second of time into the TE for Mortal Kombat 9. I'd love to give it a go.
You just got to get around to it, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm still working on, like, quite heavily behind the scenes on my next MK meta, so I'm going with vanilla games for now. MK meta videos are actually probably the longest to make videos I've ever had because the sheer amount of research. Mortal Kombat 9 is different because obviously we used to play that competitively as well, but things like MK versus DC, the 3D Mortal Kombat games, I'm having to do so much research to find out how they were played competitively, and it's so interesting to find out and reach out to old community members that actually used to play like online during the PS2 net play days, man.
Still, this has been a really good life bar for George.
Oh no, he drops it.
Oh no.
That sucks. That's unfortunate for Crazy.
Oh wow. Good use of Raph, getting off the skateboard. Wow, I like the use of breakdance in the footsies. I can imagine that that's actually really good at going under certain things. I wonder if it goes under highs in the neutral.
Maybe.
Like, I wonder if you could actually go under high buttons with the breakdance on like a preemptive read. Oh, nice hit. CrazyFingers letting go a block. Ooh, good dive kick. Big whiff punish into breakdance, forced to clash.
Mortal Kombat versus Superman Infinite's brought to you guy Games by. Dude, Games by! That is
Oh
a
my
throwback.
goodness.
That is a throwback, dude. Oh, launch.
You know when GameSpy shut down, my biggest worry at the time was because they did the service for Borderlands on PC, Borderlands 1, and I was like, are we going to be able to play this game online anymore? Because I was currently in the middle of a playthrough with Emma. I was like, oh, we're going to have to stop. But no, they transferred it over to Steam.
No more games for you.
Still though. Oh, there's the breakdance again. Oh, almost caught the air tech.
Which MK meta is next? Oh, that'll be telling. Oh, confirmed from George.
It's Mythologies.
Oh yeah, come on, man, you weren't supposed to tell me. Man, George takes another game.
Let's get one thing straight. I am not a ninja. I am Lin Kuei. Scorpion was a ninja.
Richard Divisio is behind the scenes.
Richard Divisio is a riot.
There were a few really funny behind the scenes videos in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and like the outtakes of Mythologies.
Wasn't Mythologies outtakes on the Crypt of Deception?
I don't know.
I'm sure Mythologies won Deception.
Oh my god. You see Sub-Zero.
Leonardo. Fighters approaching Arkham Asylum.
Man. The 3D Mortal Kombat's had some amazing crypt stuff.
The Crypt was so good. I remember as a kid, all I wanted to see was like fatalities in videos, and then I'd get the initials and there'd be one of the developers. And like ignorant 11-year-old Jake was like, "Oh, yeah, how disappointing!" I thought it was going to be a video.
You'd open the crypt and see a picture of a staff member as a kid and go, "Oh!"
Especially when it was like really expensive. It was like, I spent so much coins on this.
I remember there was a really expensive crypt icon, and it was like the most expensive currency, and it was like the most expensive chest. You would open it and get, and I quote, one shiny ruby coin.
And there was, we were kids, we're like, oh, is that like a super coin? Is that super currency?
No, it's one
and
coin.
It was literally one coin. And we didn't realize it was a joke. We were like, oh, okay. Load save.
Do you guys remember Armageddon's kart racing?
Kart combat.
Motor combat. Good God. Man, sorry guys, we're going through a major nostalgia trip right now. Anyway, HeeyGeorge actually not looking so good in this game, so CrazyFingers, this might be his first chance to take a game.
I mean, we keep saying that, but unfortunately, George is able to bring it back every time. It's weird, right? Like, all the turtles, like, they do have their own unique jump twos, but all 4 turtles across all 6 players, if they're leaving the ground, 9 times out of 10, they're jumping with heavy, not the, unique jumping.
Oh, I think cooking with Scorpion was the ultimate.
Cooking with Scorpion is the greatest thing to come out of the crypt in 3D MKs.
This
Like,
week
no
on-
discussion.
You know what I always wanted to know, and I wonder if anyone with NetherRealm will ever be able to tell me? Cooking with Scorpion. I want to know who was in that Scorpion costume.
Also, at the end, where he tries to cut the watermelon with the axe and the head falls off the axe, is that intentional?
I have a theory that when they did Cooking with Scorpion, when the axe head flew off when he cut the watermelon, I don't think the axe head flying off was intentional. I think that was so good, they were like, perfect, we'll use it. But I want to know what NetherRealm, or I guess Midway at the time, staff member, was wearing that Scorpion costume. I need to know, for scientific purposes. Oh, whip punish! And he's got bar for days. And again, CrazyFingers, he really can't clash, but now that was best case scenario for Crazy.
Yeah, that's really good. Not quite enough to kill, though. He doesn't have any meter. Ooh, I like that use, just to avoid the damage. Again, George has to be really careful here. Oh, the safe. Instant jump heavy, CrazyFingers, big call out.
I actually, Phil, I personally disagree. I thought the videos they did where Carlos would basically talk very briefly over the fighting styles in the game. As a kid, I found that really interesting because it really showed. I guess it shows collectively how much knowledge the Pacina family in general have about martial arts and the theory of martial arts and the history of it.
That was back when mocap wasn't quite as extravagant as it is now.
Yeah.
So I just thought the whole process was great. I remember watching the making of Deadly Alliance video, and there's that clip where the guy's got all the motion capture, like balls on his, sort of balls on his face, and he's like trying to match the voice animation, the facial animation of Raiden as he's talking over the intro cutscene, and then you watch the cutscene and like you can see that dude's face in Raiden's face. It's hard to describe. But as a kid, I thought that was like super interesting.
Because that was one of the first examples back then.
I love
of really
that
good.
combo is so good. I love that
It's
combo.
one of my favorite combos in the game. Oh, so you can interrupt the flip. It's not a true thing. Dude, mocap. People can say what they like about mocap. I loved him.
Mocap was sick.
I think the worst character ever made was Blaze from Deadly Alliance. Like, not Armageddon Blaze, when he was an actual character. Blaze in Deadly Alliance, where he was just a dude with like a little bit of bad looking flame. He was my least favorite character ever.
I thought Reptile's look in Deadly Alliance is underrated. I loved his Deadly Alliance look.
Was that his?
That was when he was literally a lizard.
He was just a lizard, right?
Yeah.
And then in Armageddon, they kind of gave him almost like the predecessor to current Ermac look.
Yeah.
Where he had the head wraps. But he looked like that first in Shaolin Monks, didn't he? Shaolin Monks was the debut of that look.
Yeah,
And
it was sick.
I thought he looked awesome in Shaolin Monks. He looked so sick.
Oh, big back 3 again. And it's like CrazyFingers. He got a game on the board, but wasn't able to quite keep the momentum going. Blaze come back, spends 2 bars. Kind of starved for meter at the moment.
As far as I'm aware, Blaze was actually really broken in Armageddon. He was a top kick. I actually believe Blaze was actually banned in competitive Armageddon tournaments. I think I remember Rio saying it or something. Like, Blaze was pretty nutty. The Monk's intro cutscene was so good. Oh man, dude, I actually think the 3D Mortal Kombat's, every 3D Mortal Kombat has such a sick intro. Like, the Armageddon one where they're all on that big old battlefield having like a massive fight. That was like, oh my god, when I was a kid, that cutscene blew my mind, dude.
Well, it's because it had every character in it.
The Deception fight was awesome as well, when it was like Raiden, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi. Then Onaga pops up. Dude, Onaga was an amazing villain. Man, this is a big old nostalgia night for me. Over the sick Turtles gameplay, this is sick. I'm a big fan of tonight.
Yeah, man, this has been a good evening.
CrazyFingers, man, he can still fight back, but it's a bit of an uphill struggle with that health. Yep, that's it. 7-1. HeeyGeorge 7 and CrazyFingers 1. Pizza trophy. There we go. Excuse me. Nitara, I forgot all about Nitara. Wasn't huge on Nitara, to be honest with you.
There were a few dud characters in my opinion.
I wasn't a big fan of Natara. Wasn't a big fan of Movado.
Ashra.
I never liked Movado. And now Ashra was. She had a cool idea, but I just didn't really dig her character design too much. She was an interesting
I thought
idea.
Movado was a bit of a jobber.
Movado
Cobra.
was.
We don't talk about Cobra.
Cobra was. I think Cobra was probably designed to be garbage though.
Probably.
Yeah.
He looks like a Street Fighter character. That's probably why. For the time, at least.
Yeah. Darius. Now he was crap.
Who looks worse, Street Fighter 5 Ken or Cobra?
Oh, Ken. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who I would love to see come back is Hotaru.
Yes.
That badass like knight guy who worked in the realm. He was the realm of order. But wasn't that whole thing was like order by any means necessary? So it wasn't really nice order, but it was order.
Yeah.
He was sick. He wore all that armor and he had a giant like spear. Like, oh, sick. This has been such a better game for George. I remember Dairu. Dairu had some cool stuff. Dairu, he would like pull your ribs out and stick them in your eye holes.
Yeah, it was quite rude.
My word, BM.
George is again. He's got such a strong lead.
Yeah, like Fingers Crazy does an amazing job of bringing it back, but because he's losing out in life so early, he's just giving himself so much work to do.
He's always fighting from behind, so he's always got way more work to do. You know, he's always gonna be more pressured. George is gonna be way less stressed out. At the same time, that could be enough. No, not quite.
Ooh, a bit greedy with his bar. Meat was the most trash MK character. I won't hear that because Meat had a taunt in Armageddon where he would pull his one eye out and it would pop back into his skull. That alone means he cannot be the worst character.
It'd give him health back, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or make him do more damage.
He'd either do more damage or heal, but he would pull his eye all the way out and then pop it. Yeah, they'd pop it back into his head. It was so good. And he had meat cleavers as a weapon? Come on, man. How could he be the worst? He had meat cleavers.
Oh, that's a big combo.
Good
It's
stuff.
gonna end. There's the flurry again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, trying to spend more, but no, he got punished by... That actually seems... That's not the first time we've seen that tonight, where Leo's gone to end a combo and Meatbone Flurry, and he's actually been punished because the last few hits missed. So he's like locked into the animation, and you hit the ground and get up early.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you're... Gotta make sure that you're not dropping that combo, because you're gonna get hit for free. And some of the wake-ups that can bag full combos and that, like, you don't get hit by any of them.
Still though, George only got 2 games left to go. I'm kind of sad that the evening's coming to an end at this rate.
I know.
Unless, Fingers has a.
I'm having
a
a good time reminiscing about the past.
Yeah, man. We've missed doing this kind of thing. We don't stream as regularly as we'd like to. Even the first to 10s we've not been able to do every week, and we do really enjoy these. Especially now, like we've kind of taken a bit more of a step back on how official we make it. Like it's a bit more laid back nowadays.
This is not the most official thing ever, but because this is our stream and
it's mainly because we're chatting to you guys. You know, it's a community thing. You know, it's the people we've been watching our stuff for months, sometimes years, and just appreciating the game together. You know what I mean? Just like enjoying some good high level Injustice 2, chilling out, chatting about it. I kind of prefer this.
All I ever wanted from our stream. All I ever wanted from our stream was the ability to maintain a solid viewership of a group of chatty, decent people that just want to talk about the games that we're passionate about. So we could stream like this, right, where we have this really sick gameplay with HeeyGeorge and CrazyFingers, 2 new characters that are really exciting to watch.
I love that combo
People
so
like
much.
HeeyGeorge that are just doing really awesome stuff. So we've got awesome gameplay, but we can just sit in the chat. Chat's really active. We're all just chatting about the game, and it's just a nice, chill evening. That's all I ever wanted from our Twitch. You know, I didn't want thousands and thousands of viewers and thousands of donations. You know, that was never our goal for Twitch. It was just to have an audience that would watch and chat and enjoy what we enjoyed. You know.
Speaking of which, though, CrazyFingers managing to have a good start, and it's crazy how much better he plays when he's not playing from behind. You know, when he has life to work with, he can be a bit more crazy. He can be a bit more wacky, I suppose.
My favourite MK character, my very first created character in Armageddon was my own purple cyber ninja, and he looked awful.
Yeah, mine was an orange Cyber Ninja, and he had like a fireball.
Imaginative.
I was such an imaginative teenager.
Mine were, I had all of Sindel's moves because they were purple effects.
Oh, that was a big ball.
Oh.
Achievement unlocked.
Ooh. Yeah, you can interrupt. Wait, what? 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 Can someone clip that, please? I need to watch that back.
I literally looked away from the screen for like a second and missed it.
It's hard to explain what just happened. But turtles.
Oh, empty jump. Push block. I think CrazyFingers really wanted to play this carefully. Oh no, Donatello misses. Oh, on a break on the breakdance. No way that wasn't going to go miss. Oh no.
Yeah, funny angle right there. This is another game Crazy could definitely win.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't at this rate. The problem is he has literally no bar to work with. That's a big hit. But no, he doesn't confirm it properly.
Thank you very much for the 13-month resub, Myri. Much appreciated and welcome back. Thanks, dude.
Thought you had skills. I'm not tempting fate.
I remember I made a female scorpion. Dude, some of the strings you could give characters were really cheap. They did so much damage and they were like naturally combo. Like some strings that looked amazing. They looked really cool and they
that
were
could have been it, but no, it wasn't meant to be.
Oh no!
Again!
Not watching his feet.
I mean, is George going to be able to do this? He has a bar now, so he can push block if he wants to.
Oh!
He just woke up with
Smart.
Raph. I love that. That was
Smart.
really smart.
Smart. I really like that idea.
Even if he took a hit, Raph was going to come out and throw the size anyway. I like that. It's almost like he was banking on getting hit so he could guarantee the Raph side.
I actually think he must have used the trait,
Yeah, well,
knowing full well that he was going to take damage.
One of our favorite, more iconic custom Armageddon characters was we would play Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Before we get into that, Grimjack with a 16-month resub.
damn.
Thanks, man. Again, welcome back to the stream, and your support is much appreciated.
That's 2 over 1 year long subs. Welcome back, guys.
Hell
Thank you very
yeah.
much. But we'd go to our auntie's house every weekend, and we'd bring our GameCube, and we'd bring Armageddon.
I know what you're going to say.
And was it on GameCube? Or was it PS2? It was PS2.
PS2.
Yeah. So we'd bring our PS2, and we'd have Armageddon, and we'd all have a custom character, and our cousin Craig would beat the shit out of us all the time on fighting games. But we always custom characters, and his favorite character was always Scorpion. His custom character, and keep in mind this is our cousin Craig, his custom character was he just made Scorpion again, made him all black with a flaming head, and he called him Craig.
we couldn't beat Craig.
He just couldn't beat Craig.
Craig was probably the hardest character we ever fought in any fighting game.
Yes, indeed. It's like the boss character.
Yeah, Craig.
Oh, speaking of which, though, this can be one of those setups, I think. No, he's just cashing out, but cashing out at 200 damage. It feels like if you're not going for the string for the hard knockdown, it doesn't do any damage. Ooh, with the breakdancing. Didn't quite get whiff punished yet, though.
Really trying to use that skateboard as a means to try and get in, I think. But a little bit of disrespect from CrazyFingers. He was able to challenge a little bit, but that's not going to stop him from getting grabbed. And I really like the use of this trait because at the end of the day, because the other turtles don't really take damage and they don't disappear on hit, you can really kind of use them willy-nilly. There are no consequences. They don't disappear and you don't waste anything. They come out the second you use them.
Oh. I'm sure these lag spikes are spectator side, by the way.
Yeah, sometimes when the lag spikes happen, we can see them, but the players don't.
Raph. Oh, interesting trade for George. Oh, big anti-air.
Importantly, not only did it do a little bit of damage, but it forced the air tech, which means George now only has 1 bar of meter. Ah, pressing buttons, I think.
Thought you had skills. I'm not tempting fate.
Oh, that Raph side assist is so fast.
It recovers so quick too. He's already got it back. My word, look at how fast that recovers. I mean, that's basically a projectile. Like, Leo has a projectile in that form. Uh-oh. Pressing...
Oh no, he missed a lot of damage there.
I wonder what he tried to do. Oh, got caught in the active frames of that laser right there.
Oh no, he went for it but didn't get it.
Has to spend bar to be safe.
We saw a happy power going for those as well.
I really think he was... Because you're -5 after that meter bend flurry, I'm pretty sure. So he must have just been pressing buttons after it. Maybe expecting George to maybe not enforce some kind of option, but if they're -5, even if it's not punishable, why wouldn't you enforce something?
Oh. Right, the stagger. Maybe thought he was going to go for a throw, but there's the breakdance again. CrazyFingers just consistently caught, not blocking the... I mean, I'm assuming that breakdance is low. Like, it has to be.
It looks low. Yeah, I think it is low. It's the low... It's the low-looking version of the turtle ball, the gear move. That's the one that looks like a low, and that's a mid. It's a gear move.
Yeah.
Though. That's the one that I get confused with. I'm pressing buttons. I'm pressing buttons.
Oh, no.
Leonardo. Fighters approaching Atlantis.
This might be the last game of the night. Sad boys.
It's been a fun evening. That has been a very, very fun evening. Oh, God, I'm so tired.
Same. It's all that pizza.
All that pizza, man. It's exhausting. Eating a good pizza.
It's really hard to eat good pizza sometimes, guys. I'm sure you feel our pain. Again, better damage that time, but still. Gonna hold on to the skateboard. How's it going, Bluestein?
Ooh, no launch. Now we'll see. He's going to get a punish. Oh, not entirely sure if he wanted that.
It doesn't look like anyone's quite figured out corner pressure yet, so I don't know if it's a big deal not having them there.
That is very true. You know, if we haven't devised crazy corner pressure with a lot of these characters, then if you're getting the environment interaction, at the very least you're getting damage. And you know, Leo doesn't struggle mid-screen.
Now that right there, even though meter burn flurry is safe, it's still -5. So if they're going to press a button, you still want to be blocking if you can. Now you're not going to be punished, but if you do try and move and they press a button, you are going to be hit anyway. Spin the bar?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Ooh, brave.
Or go for an armor counter poke.
Yeah, did work out. In some cases that might be risky as well though, because if you try and counter poke, it seems quite easy for Michelangelo to armor break back threes. And if you're -5, Mikey's going to do something. How's it going, Johnny Two Sweeps?
Oh, it's Johnny Two Sweeps.
Johnny Two Sweeps, man.
So much chip, and then just going to go for the throw punish. Corner? Yeah, we go. I like that. Just easy corner repositioning, guaranteed damage.
Are we still playing Dragon Ball? Oh hell yeah, we're in
definitely.
love. We're in love with the game. I mean, I'm not very good, but I love it, and it's bloody good fun. Expect a lot of Dragon Ball from us this year, as well as Injustice, you know. And I mean, like it's the same thing that we played Injustice loads last year, but we love Tekken as well. We played Tekken equally. That's the same as Injustice. Dragon Ball will be the same, you know. Dragon Ball was just another game that we play lots of because we're in love with it. And CrazyFingers, that's gonna hurt so much.
Probably not going to do enough damage to take the life bar, but it's going to be a good situation with CrazyFingers to maybe finish up with chip. Ooh, that's close. Not even going to be needed.
Oh, right.
I mean, maybe George went for the turtle. The turtle. What is it? The retreat? Is it the hide?
Wins.
Oh
dodge?
god, I know what you're talking about.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember the
I
official
can't
name.
remember what it's called.
Pepperoni. We might see a comeback. We might have a bunch of games left. We'll see.
I'd like it to be the case because I want to see more of this. Like, this is a really chilled evening, and I'm really enjoying it.
Leonardo.
I finally reached a point in Dragon Ball where I'm able to go head-to-head against Mustard as well. The thing is, when I used to play Jake, when the game came out, I would get basically body bagged because he played a lot of PvP in the beta and I didn't, and I spent a lot of time in the lab when the game came out, and he had PvP experience and lab time. So when I would fight him, he was just ahead. You know, every time we'd play, he'd be ahead. Fortunately, I have caught up, so we have GGs now. Actually, we should probably stream some Dragon Ball at some point in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Have some a long ass set. A long ass set.
Excellent games.
Hope you guys get to do commentary for Dragon Ball. Hey man, if we're at a tournament and we're there for, obviously if we're at a tournament it will almost always be predominantly for Injustice in our eyes.
I mean, we were commentating
But
all the launch events in the UK.
Yeah, we've commentated the game in the UK for some launch activity for Bandai Namco. That was super good fun. But I mean, I'd love to be able to go to a tournament and commentate Injustice and Dragon Ball and
That's
Tekken
more
and
like
whatever.
it.
You know, it'd be so sick.
370 damage that time. That's much more like it.
I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. The thing is, so many people are wanting to commentate Dragon Ball. It's a matter of whether people want Jake and I specifically. If they want us, then hell yeah, more than happy, because the game is so sick. That said, if they don't want us, that's fair enough.
But hopefully we do get the opportunity to
I'd
at
love
some
to.
point.
I love the game, man. Super fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing what players stick with the Turtles for the long haul.
Everyone's obviously trying them for fun right now, but there will be people that go,
It's going to be a commitment to drop your main for a new character, right? But then again, you know, maybe have, like, for example, Gur. You know, Gur made a name for himself with Bane, with Deadshot, and then as soon as Atom came out, he's like, oh, I like Atom. I'm going to play Atom now. Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Like it zoomed out really far.
Yeah, it zoomed out too far.
It's like a graphical bug.
I bet the map got in the way. How's it going? Oh, Gab Standard. Long time no see, dude.
Yeah, Gap Standard in chat. How's it going, dude? Long time no see, man. How are you doing, my friend?
Deoxys as well. How's it going, Deoxys? Now this is actually set point for HeeyGeorge as well. Do I have a combo guide for Piccolo and Team Gohan? No, I know Piccolo combos with my team. My team currently is Ginyu, Tien, and Piccolo, but I do know how to combo with Vegeta as well. But that's kind of it. I don't have any like specific combo guides as such. This is the stats. I continue to improve.
Right, this might be the last life bar. Oh, big hit. Oh, has the stage 2. I like the opportunity there.
That's it.
Did that sweep give a traditional knockdown? It didn't look like it.
Yeah, it looked weird. Almost like a bit of a weird knockdown. Well, a lot of people work quite well with Piccolo because of his assist, but it depends on who you are, I suppose. Oh, punishable, crazy fingers.
Oh, there we go. We haven't seen that much today.
And he's dead.
Oh my lord.
Oh, he's dead.
That was sick. That was absolutely ridiculous. Spending the 2 bars for the bounce cancel instead. Still gets the trait. Still gets the launch. That was really clean end from George. GG's.
Super good.
That's 10-3 then. That finishes the games off.
GG's, boys. GG's. That was a good evening of
Turtle power, my dudes.
Turtle power, my dudes. Exactly. Good stuff. Really, really good stuff. GG's to both these guys, man. I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun watching the turtle.